wax, which is part of lipid. Another one, sterol. So sterol class, this is where cholesterol derives. So from the word cholesterol, not all the time cholesterol is negative. So did you know that cholesterol is very important in our body? How? Okay, if we are going to label or to put the complete layers of our skin, so what are the three main layers of the skin, Gani?
Dermis, epidermis, dermis, hypodermis.
Okay, we have the epidermis, the dermis area, and where the important part is the hypodermis. Now, here in the dermis area, we have different strata or layers. I forgot stratum
Stratum basalis, stratum
the
granium.
base part. Forgot, sa sila basta dagat ng mga stratum or strata. So, this stratum class, there is this one part or layer or stratum is the area of our skin in which if we're going to draw that one, namin mga pigment din ha. This pigment are cholesterol. That once we are exposed to the heat of the sun, which has or produce UV rays or UV light, once the UV light coming from the sun rays is exposed towards and comes in contact with our cholesterol, which is found in certain layer of our skin, ma-trigger ang atuang cholesterol. And once it triggers the cholesterol, it will then be converted into vitamin D. So in short, vitamin D class is a precursor, cholesterol is a precursor for the formation of vitamin D. So without enough amount of cholesterol in our body, then we cannot produce a vitamin D. And this vitamin D will be delivered towards our blood vessels, and through blood, it will proceed to our bone, since vitamin D is for bone development. So in short, anong na-create ang vitamin D? Because of the presence of cholesterol from a certain structure or certain layer in our skin. And why is it is converted into vitamin D? It is being triggered upon the interaction of the UV rays coming from the sun. But again, too much exposure of the UV rays from the sun will also lead you to skin damage, especially if you have few amounts of melanocytes or melanin, which is a protective pigment against this kind of harmful rays. Okay, another one, phospholipid, which is a membrane structure. So phospholipid is still part of lipid. Later, I am going to elaborate how phospholipid is treated. And last but not the least, we have 4 fat-soluble vitamins. And these 4 fat-soluble vitamins are very efficient and very essential in our body. And what are these 4 vitamins? ADEK, A, D, E, and K. Okay, let's see your prior knowledge about vitamins. Okay, for sure, look, vitamins mandud no. What is vitamin A for? Vitamin A is retinol, but para asa man na siya? Why do we take vitamin A? Skin. Yeah, partly skin, pero ito yung major dyan ng impact. Where? Vitamin A is for good vision or good eyesight. And usually we can have this vitamin A through vegetables that are usually colored orange. For example, carrots, squash, yes, even papaya. Can be also a good source of vitamin A. But now, different chemicals are already synthesized in just one capsule na natanang vitamins din ha. But I strongly advise not to take that kind of vitamins like Centrum. But Centrum is from A to Z na daw. But actually, class, mas effective tong vitamin A ra dun siya. Alita sa Centrum, pila man ang proportion sa vitamin A ana, sa B, sa C, up until the last vitamin. have Myra E. Para sa ng Myra E.
Skin.
Okay, it's for a blooming skin because
For bone
vitamin
and
is
vitamin
an
D.
antioxidant.
So, itong A,
K.
for eyes.
Vitamin K class is for blood clotting or blood or anti-blood coagulation. Vitamin K. Again, these are only four
black
vitamins
clotting.
that are soluble in fat. Okay, ang ubang vitamins class, once you mix it with our fat inside our body, it cannot really mix well. It's insoluble. But whereas for this ADEC, we can successfully emulsify together with the fats in our body. Okay. Now, lipids, one major character of lipid, it is hydrophobic. And since it is hydrophobic, lipid is waxy in general. It is oily. And at the same time, it's greasy. If you're able to encounter with these types or kinds of properties, then technically, that is automatically part of fats or lipid. Again, lipid is waxy, oily, and greasy in general. It is an organic matter or organic substance inside our body. That's why lipid is part of our biological macromolecule. And also, lipid class is primarily made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The same with the carbohydrates. Back previously, I told you carbohydrates contains CHO, CHO. Same also with lipid, it contains CHO. But take note class, lipid comes with variety of structure. Daghan kaya siya klase-klase na structure. Gikan sa simple na structure up until to the most complicated structure. So we have also complex lipid. If it is already a complex lipid, nananapay phosphorus, nitrogen, and sulfur. But in general, lipid contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. If complicated na gani or complex lipid na gani, usually it contains phosphorus as an additional part of the structure, or it could be nitrogen or sulfur. Just like this one. Phospholipid. What do you think is phospho? Phosphorus. So there is phosphate attached, or there is phosphate in the structure of phospholipid. So meaning, phospholipid is not a simple type of lipid. Phospholipid is a complex type of lipid with its complex structure. Okay? Let's proceed. So let's have the general properties. So muna ang uniqueness and hinaiya sa lipid. Na wala sa carbohydrate, wala po sa protein, wala kayo sa nucleic acid. This is what makes lipid unique on its own. So these are the general properties. Number 1. So, lipid class is hydrophobic. Hydro, which means water. Phobic or phobia, which means fear. So technically, mahadlong si lipid of tubig. That's why it is considered as hydrophobic. So, for us to be able to understand why it's hydrophobic, for example, let's use simple condiments in our kitchen. Let's have the cooking oil plus water. Now, you mix cooking oil and water. What will happen? Let's just say 1,000 times and you mix. Okay, 20,000 times. 20,000 specific substance only. And what are these substances? These substances are called the organic solvents, or gitawag po dato na sila ang mga non-polar solvents. Again, organic solvents or non-polar solvents are type of solvents where fats or lipid can be able to dissolve on this specific type of component. Meaning, ma-dissolve na or mix or soluble na ang mga fats and lipids under this different organic and non-polar solvents. What are the common examples of organic or non-polar solvents? Number one, very good. Third. Pero ang pinaka-common dyan na kitatanan, kabalo, it's called alcohol. For example, ikaw mo liempo and wala sila ay hand washing station. Pero may alcohol sa inyong bag, rubbing alcohol. So, I don't know if you've tried this one already. You all know liempo is very greasy and oily. So, if wala kay main source of water para mag-hand wash, para tamtamon tong grease, para taga-face soap, hindi sa may magdala-dala sabon taga-adlaw. Ang naroon na to, rubbing alcohol. So, what you're going to do, common sense, gamiton din yung imong alcohol. And I'm not sure if nakatry na ba mo nakatry na ba mo nga, if nagani oil something sa inyong kamon, inyong alcohol, somehow, murag mo lessen ang iyang kag-greasy. Hindi mo siya totally ma-dissolve, but somehow it lessens. That is the main reason because alcohol class is an organic solvent. It is non-polar. And the greasy part of liempo, as oil, is also non-polar. So like dissolves like. Technically, it emulsifies the fatty part or the oily part of that liempo using alcohol. Okay, another one. Acetone. Or the main common nail polish remover. That is also an organic solvent. It can also successfully emulsify fats and lipids. Another example of organic and non-polar solvent where fats can be soluble is benzene. The other one is chloroform. Are you familiar with chloroform? Ano na sa mga salida naman, ay kinapon na bata, utang na yun sa handkerchief, utang sa ilong, then pass out tayo ng iyang victim. That is chloroform. And chloroform also is used to kill mercifully any organism you want to dissect. For example, during our college days, we are asked or tasked to dissect a frog. Bawal man class, especially sa law, sa environmental law, mapatay ka o baki na hindi dapat magkadugo dyan ang lagi. No. What you're going to do is you have to get wet wipe, soak it in a chloroform, and then ang baki, yung nakuha, isod sa any kind of closed container. Together with the soap wet wipe, using chloroform, you're going to cover it, and then after how many minutes, pabalik ninyo, natulog na ang baki. Pero iyang dog is forever na. So namatay siya peacefully without any blood shed off. So that is the proper way once you want to dissect any organisms, such as a frog, which is another one. That is chloroform. And also CCl4 or carbon tetrachloride. Miss, more naman na 6 sa kabuok? No. Actually, there are a lot, or the list here continues. But here are just the most common organic solvent in which fats and lipids are considered to be soluble already. But in case of water, it is purely insoluble. Now take note class, our body is 90% water. In short, our fats inside our body cannot mix with the 90% of fluid inside our body. Okay, another one. The term is also called amphipathic. That is also another general property of the liquid. So what is amphipathic? Amphipathic, according to structure, but it possesses two different or distinct properties. It looks like a one individual, a one human being, although usa ra siya kalawas, pero nag-possess siya of two different persona or personality. So to give this one a perfect picture of what is an amphipathic, okay, let's have the phospholipid bilayer.
Hydrophobic.
Yeah. Okay, we will have phospholipid bilayer. Okay, referring to the last slide, it is mentioned there that phospholipid is more membrane structure. So how do you think phospholipid able to create a membrane structure and enclosed structure? So this is now the explanation. Because of its amphipathic nature, amphipathic property. Phospholipid bilayer cast has this kind of structure. Nana siya yung head, and it comes with tail also. This is one single structure of phospholipid. Although it's a single structure, but it possesses two distinct properties. We have the head, we have the tail. The head has different property from its tail. Why? The head here is basically
Hydrophilic.
Philic, which means love, like. So it likes water. It goes along with water or fluid. But the tail here is purely the lipid part or the fat part. This is hydrophobic. This is water fearing or afraid of the water. If we are going to draw an animal cell, this is the plasma membrane of the animal cell. Plasma membrane class is the barrier. It acts as a gate or a fence which separates the internal environment of the cell from its external environment. If we are going to zoom in further the plasma membrane, the cell membrane, this part, it looks like this. You will have the head, the tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, so on and so forth. But this is not yet layered. For example, this is the animal cell. This is the ECF, this one. This is the ECF or the fluid on the external part or gawas sa cell.
Extra.
This is the ICF or the fluid on the internal part of the cell. As you all know, fluid, the word fluid, it is water in nature. It is liquid part of our body. Liquid part, liquid part. Kani, mugo siya sa liquid, kani, siya mugo sa liquid or sa watery environment. So, kay mugo with the fluhan ang head sa watery environment. That's why the head here is exposed to the fluid environment. Now, kung dili mo takas, ito pwedeng i-planning ang iyang other layer. From the word layer, mura o grahamba, mura o mango float, na ay biscuit, ay cream, ay mangga. Biscuit, cream, mangga. So, just like here, it is also layering. The head, the tail, but it doesn't look like this. Na head din tail din. Why? Di ba tail is afraid of water or hydrophobic? And take note, these are fluid. This is ICF or the intracellular fluid of the cell. So it can go along with water. So dapat bali ang iyang structure. It should be tail here, which is away from the fluid area, and the head should be exposed to the fluid area of the internal part of the cell. So this is now the layer or the structure layer of phospholipid, known as phospholipid bilayer. And why is it? It is arranged this way for the main reason of its amphipathic property. The head is hydrophilic, the tail is hydrophobic. And once we continue this one, this kind of sequence, this kind of arrangement, it looks like a gate or a fence. That's why it becomes plasma membrane. It is considered as membrane structure. So what do you think will happen if there is no plasma membrane in our animal cell? Or did the animal cell matter? Imagine only plasma membrane. Wala ni siya. What do you think will happen? Very good. Anything like foreign object or unwanted particles can comes in and out of the cell simultaneously without any control or regulation. And once that happens, very dapat na magsakit. And for example, kani, kung dali na kayong gawas ang tubig from the inside part of the cell, then every day you're gonna dehydrate. Here it's called dehydration. Our cell will shrink. And once the cell shrinks, it is life-threatening already. That is why plasma membrane is important. And plasma membrane class is made up of a phospholipid bilayer. And why is it is layered? Because of its amphipathic property. Okay? That's why lipid is very important because of the presence of a phospholipid bilayer. Alright. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Why it's called phospholipid? So, asa na yung phosphate part? The head has the phosphate part on the structure, whereas the tail is purely fatty acid. This is more fat than lipid. This one, that's why it can incorporate with water because it has a phosphate. That's why it's called phospholipid. Hydrophilic, hydrophobic region. Polar region, non-polar region. Next, another property of lipid. I already explained this one earlier. Non-polar, and since it is non-polar, knowing that water is polar, they have differences in terms of their polarity. That's why the lipid class is insoluble in water. But it is soluble in organic solvent, which are these listed on the board. Okay? Another one, property of lipid, it has high energy yield. Or it can produce high amounts of energy or can produce more amounts of ATP compared to carbohydrates and protein. Why? If you intake any food rich in fats and lipid, you're not just getting 4 kilocalorie, but you're getting 9 kilocalorie per gram. Calorie class is the main source of energy. Sa carbohydrates and protein, 4 rajon ang iyong makuha. Whereas for the lipid, you can get up until 9 kilocalories per gram. Okay. Now, for example, why is it or what's the main reason? For example, no. Today, let's just say wala mo ng lunch, wala mo ng breakfast because you're very busy as a student. Why is it? Dili man mo pass out, dili man mo madaot, or dili man kayo mo sakit dayon. Dili tayo maluya. Why?
May nag-storage.
Very good. We have something act as an energy reservoir inside our body in a form of fats. These are our fats class. Now, once, for example, no, today, wala ka nikaon rice, which is carbs. Wala ka nikaon o meat, which is purely protein. Tendency, wala din sulod ang imong tiyan. What will happen, ang imong fats that carries the dietary fat class is triglyceride. Again, our fat are triglyceride. It looks like a yellow blob. It comes with a bulky structure. It's very blunt. Now, if our body tells us that, uy, wala pa ni siya nikaon, kining sa'yo ng brain. Wala pa ni nikaon ng bataan ni. So, magluyan ni siya. So, we need to have energy because kailangan na yung pump sa iya ang heart para makasirculate ang blood. Kailangan niyang kidney mo filter. Okay, katadlaw man siya na ID. Katadlaw man dapat hindiwan ng dugo. Wala, kailangan na iyang cell divide. So, ano pag-divide sa iyang cell, kung in the first place, there is no energy. There is no ATP produced. That's why, more than the fat. So, ako na'y bahala. Ako lang sa isawaan lang because na siya is-store in energy in a form of fat. And this fat is triglyceride. And once the fat class exam. So that is how from fat, large amount of triglyceride, it is reduced to fatty acid, and these fatty acids will be converted to form ATP, which is energy. But again, class, please take note ha. Usually, manggod, this one is used for example, fasting ka. Usually, ka ng mga Muslim brothers na to. Diba? During Ramadan, we have this culture na before sunrise, not before, after sunrise ni ay, na sila pwede mukahon. Yeah. Kung sa orasa man ang sunrise, diba? Parang mga 5 a.m. Yeah. Until, kamusta man ang sun, or ay adlaw, until 6 p.m. So imagine from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. this to pwede mukahon na. Ito pwede minom sa tubig. Muna gitawag na fasting. Pero, kung sa may nagbata or nagsupply blood energy of the day, ano man yapong makadus lang different tasks. Ila ang fast. But again, usually karon no, na TikTok, makita dyan mo, nanay ka na mga lose weight journey, in which nag-undergo sila of intermittent diet, intermittent fasting. 16 hours di ka mukhaon, the remaining hours na mukhaon ka. Wala ka nag-ask of medical advice coming from a nutritionist or dietitian. So tendency if wala may kaon-kaon class, ano yung mga name? For example, this is your body. Wala'y carbs, wala'y kaon-kaon, so wala kayo mo supply ng energy. Wala po kayo protein, yung supply po energy. Ang nara din mo is yung stored energy in the form of fats. So once the fats class will be converted into energy, it undergoes oxidation process. And once it is oxidized, para mahimo siyang ATP, it releases a certain chemical known as ketone. Or ketone ng bodies. And these ketone class will be delivered towards our blood
sa diabetes ba?
Sa
type 1 ba?
So what will happen here, once there is too much oxidation of your fat para into energy, too much oxidation, that means there is too much ketone bodies also produced. Basta naman there is higher concentration of ketone in our blood becomes acidic. And once our blood becomes acidic, it is now called ketoacidosis. Okay? And once the blood is acidic, and as we all know class, kung sa may mga organs we supply ni blood, actually tanan, from head to foot, it is supplied by our blood. And our blood is already acidic in concentration because of too much ketone bodies. So what do you think will happen? By that time, infections will occur, and if it is not treated accordingly, then what will happen is sepsis. So once magka-sepsis, then this is already infection in your blood. And once your blood is infected, then that will cause life-threatening issues for your death. So commonly, this one, the ketoacidosis, usually ketoacidosis occurs once you have type 1 diabetes mellitus. Okay, remember, person or individual having this kind of genetic disorder did not produce any insulin. Wala yung insulin na i-produce sa iyong pancreas. Okay, so di trabaho sa insulin. For example, ako, I am insulin, you are glucose. Asa mo gikan? Gikan mo sa pinakon. Example, ikaw ng individual of rice. This is the blood. Okay, this environment is blood. Now, the individual eats rice. As we all know, once the rice digested and absorbed to our small intestine, it becomes glucose, which is the main source of energy. Not fructose, not galactose, but glucose. Amo na ang glucose. You're ready now? Glucose. this inflammation and infection. This is already kanang last resort or kanang last part to do sa patient until na death na dayon or life-threatening process. Okay? So again, please, ayaw mo pagpataka o fasting without having consultation from a medical expert like nutritionist or dietitian. Okay? So you have to pay attention to your body para kay gamay sa yung class, dapat na kaya siya mata. Okay, another one, it is structurally diverse. So I've told you, we have simple structures, we have also complicated structures of lipid. Why are we dealing with structure? Again, this is biochemistry. We're not just dealing with the biological importance or function, but also we are dealing with their different structure. Why we deal with their structure? Because it is how we know their different properties as well. Okay. Next. Okay, after the general properties, we have also different biological functions. And some functions here already explained in the laboratory. For example, number 1, it is an efficient energy source. Now, if atong saligan kasi carbs ra jud, do you think makalahutay ta? Carbs and protein ra jud atong saligan as the main source of energy. No. That's why we have fats and lipid. Okay, are you familiar with polar bears?
Yes.
Masa na sila during winter season?
Hibernate.
Very good. Do you think they are active during winter season? No. Wala kay makita ang polar bear nga hunting or looking for their prey para ilang kanon. What polar bears do is they tend to hibernate. What do you mean by hibernation?
Matulog.
Hibernation is once a certain organism lower down everything. So when you lower down, i-lower down niya yung temperature, i-lower down niya yung heartbeat, yung pulse rate, i-lower down po na niya yung cells activity or cellular activity, i-lower down sa na niya yung mga physical activity. Okay, the more siya mag-move, the more po magsibig of energy na ito ang cell. And i-lower down po na niya yung metabolic activity. So this means, kung sa iya ang reserve, kung sa iya ang reserve, ang yang reserve is yung fat because that will serve as its natural and efficient source of energy during the winter season. Okay, that's why they tend to hibernate to avoid excessive use, excessive conversion of fat into energy. If magsige convert of energy ang ilang cell, then this is siya, ketoacidosis. Acidic walang blood sa polar bear. Dapat controlled amount. How can they control it? By lowering down any cellular activities. Okay? So again now, we cannot rely always on carbs and protein. But the most efficient source of energy is lipid. It is for long-term usage, long-term uses. Okay, next. One biological function also of lipid is it becomes a structural component. And I already elaborated this one. How it becomes a structural component? Because of its, for example, the phospholipid that forms a bilayer. Why do you think it forms a bilayer? What's the property? Because of its
Amphipathic.
Amphipathic property. What's amphipathic? It possesses
Both hydrophilic and
it
hydrophobic.
possesses both non-polar
And polar.
Which one is polar?
Head.
The head, which is
Hydrophilic.
The tail is
Hydrophobic.
The non-polar region. Okay, another one is our cholesterol. Cholesterol also is part of the structural component. Aside from it is precursor
I
to
possess
vitamin
both
D,
non-polar
again, aside that it is the precursor for the production of vitamin D for our bone, this one is also precursor for our hormones. In short, without cholesterol, wala tayong mga chemical are known as hormones. Hormones class is purely a lipid. Again, hormone is purely lipid. I will explain why is it that hormones or chemical messengers are technically or literally called as messenger. Anong messenger na din ng hormone? So today, gamit na niya. Again, we have cholesterol. And once we transform this cholesterol, it becomes a certain hormone. And we have hundreds of hormones or chemical messengers inside our body that are released in our different glands. Pituitary gland, adrenal gland, sa ovaries, sa testes, dagantang klase-klase nga gland na mag-release of chemical hormones. Depende sa situation. Okay. Cholesterol here is a lipid. So anything na i-convert niya, also a lipid. As we all know, our body is 90% water. Gamitan natin yung logic sa hormone. For example, I am a certain hormone, and this environment is fluid, and you are the target cell. Again, you are the target cell. Now, for example, I am a certain hormone in which I am made up of cardboard or a paper-like material. Kung sa'yo mahitabo class, before ko makahatag sa inyo ako, sa'yo signal na ako as a chemical messenger, what do you think will happen if mulabang sa ako dahil ng fluid card? Take note ka, I am made up of cardboard, I am made up of paper. So before ko makaabot din to send the message, or to send what signal it is, kung sa may mahitabo na ako, kaya travel dito ako sa watery environment, since we are 90% made up of water. What do you think would happen of me as a hormone made up of cardboard? Okay, magbuba, mabasa, okay, na-absorb siya of too much water. Malugta, malata. Okay, but imagine na I am made up of wax, oils, or any type of oily substances. And as you all know, as a lipid, as a wax, or as a greasy material, I cannot mix well with water. So once mulabang ko yung watery environment, before I can proceed to you and give me my signal, what do you think will happen? Do you think I can successfully pass the signal?
Yes.
Yes. That's why hormone class acts like that one. It is purely a chemical messenger because it can really passes through the 90% fluid part of our body because it is made up of lipid. And this hormone is from or coming from the conversion of cholesterol. Okay, mga class na, especially girls, you undergo menstruation, there are a lot of hormones good na magawas anak. Or it could be during pregnancy, na punay hormones na magawas, or uterine contraction. So there are a lot of hormones. Or kana pong padong mo, ilantanon, padong mo dukaon, padong mo gutmon, still it is controlled by a certain hormone or our chemical messenger. Alright. Next, insulation and protection. So, makaprotect tayo ng love class?
Yes.
In what way?
Cushioning.
Very good. So, just like with the idea of your cellular phones, o ano mga iPad din ha, ano naman ay cover? Wala may aesthetic lang, no? Kaya acrylic ang style ka mo.
Para mo protect.
Marasa mo na ang cover sa phone.
Protection.
Very good. For protection against any dentures or any automatic pressure or trauma. Matagap na, the casing itself serves as the shock absorber. Okay? So, for example, no, palit na ka na bangga, no? Simunin mo. So, that automatic trauma will not directly push or will not directly hit your vital organs. Instead, na-absorb siya sa fat na nag-cover up sa ato ang body. Thus, our heart, if you're going to dissect it down, our body, our heart is not just red, radyo na siya. Actually, mga yellow ang part na nag-cover. Why? Again, we need those fats and lipids because it acts as for protection against a sudden shock or trauma. Our liver also is also covered or incorporated by fat. But by that time, class, mabaga na pati ang fat na nag-cover ng mga vital organ, that is not good anymore. It's a heart. Once baga na kayo or thick na kayo ang nag-cover cardiovascular diseases. Sa liver food, if baga or thick ra kaayo, that's fatty liver, which is also dangerous. Muna class, dapat in moderation tanan. Importante siya once it is in equilibrium state or once it is in its ample amount only or sufficient amount only. Now, how about inflation? Okay, you know what thermos, right? Yes. Ang thermos. Okay.
Para mo panawan ang temperature.
May parang kainit pa, dili bitaw mo gawas para magamit gyapon siya the next day or the following day. Ikapoy kayo kung sige pabukan ito. Especially before that electric kettle is not yet invented. Right now, or anytime, any moment, pwede na ka magpabukal. But before, thermos is very important because thermos class is a closed system. Once you say it's a closed system, the particle and then the energy, which is in the form of thermal and heat energy, cannot escape the system. That's why it is invented by certain engineers, which is closed system. Just like our body, since we are warm-bodied animals, we are able to produce body heat or natural body heat due to muscle contraction. Okay, for example, this is environment. This is, for example, na kamo. Kamo nila class, your petite. Dili ko sila mga chubby. But in the same environment, we're exposed to 5 degrees Celsius, which is very cold environment. Now, asa man ninyo nga group ang nag-shiver na dayon or kanang nag-ugnaw na?
Si
Okay,
Gwen.
si Gwen. Side ang nag-shiver. Whereas here, wala. Okay, for example, this is the external part, this is the fat, and this is the internal part of our body. Since our muscle is inside our body, it produces heat. And once it produces heat, naman tayo pores sa itong skin, gawas na siya technically. But because of this fat that is layering under our skin, it somehow controls the excessive amount of heat to escape from our body system. That's why it acts as an insulation, actually. Okay?
Malipong
Guys, actually, additional information, shivering is a natural response in our body. Ano naman mag-chills ka, ano magpurog, manjud ka. Kung magpurog, mangog ka, yung muscle mo, magmangga na. Just like our palm. Kung nag-irap, what are you producing? Heat because of friction. That's why it is a natural response in our body just to help us to ease the feeling of coldness. If wala na siya class, it can cause hypothermia. But again, nalapoy limited ang tabang sa shivering. Dapat gyapon ka mangita o any part na kung init na siya, or mangita ka way class na mangitan din mo ang body like blanket or kung di blanket, hawa na lang ka ng cold environment. You have to escape from that environment.
What if taki? What if
Okay,
taki?
next.
Takigan ka ba?
One also biological function is signaling molecule, which I already explained. Sa hormone, why is it has the ability to signal the molecule? Because of its property as hydrophobic. It can travel successfully and can fight off the fluid environment, which is 90% of our body. Okay, another one. Oh, by the way, prostaglandin.
Travel.
Prostaglandin class is also
Okay, hindi ka
another
man siya sa
hormone.
cholesterol.
Are you familiar with prostaglandin?
Sana?
Isa may na-able fluid in you during atong baha nga
Prosta-
or bagyo nga time is really a flu.
Prostaglandin.
Influenza outbreak. Wala ra. Wala ra. Pero kung alam mo sa mga signs and symptoms when you once you have flu,
Yes.
dili ka katong told sa flu jud. Naigo jud kag viral infection, influenza A or influenza B type of virus. So one common is pilantan jud ka, muscle pain, then serves as or gives us fever, body pain, and headache.
Munsa siya?
Mag-give siya.
Protect
Again,
siya?
prostaglandin is a certain hormone. Now, once scanning, for example, this is immune system. Uy, isunod na virus. Take note na virus is a viral infection. So, kay virus mo na siya class, unlike antibiotic, it fights off any bacteria. But for a virus, wala tayo certain medications for that. Wala tayo antidote for virus. Una class, example of dengue. Dengue is also caused by a certain virus. Yung ngayon ng Dr. Doc, napulbaan naman ko na yung anak Doc, oy, gamay na siya platelet, 6 na lang yung platelet, kasi pumatay na ni, ako lang. Mga na ng doktor nga, Doc, kung may tambal, ano mo, minun din ng doktor nga, ayaw kabala ka ma'am, dili na din na siya makunsa as long as mag-hydrate lang dyan always ang patient. Dili, virus mismo ang makapatay niya, but ang dehydration kung pasagdaan yung mga patient. Kaya Dok, di ba siya ganang mukhaon, mabala ka kung may sodyang tiyan. Di po ka mabala ka kung may sodyang tiyan. Anyways, once the patient regains back its normal state, mubalik wala ng appetite. Okay raw may sodyang tiyan, kaya may dextrose na maghatag o glucose or maghatag of energy sa cell. Instead, mas mag-focus ka sa pag-hydrate ng bata. So, doon muna siya class, napalit ka sila mods, mineral mods, napalit siya ng mga oral hydrate, and water. Ipilimin nyo na nila pa-ignore ng patient. Kaya again, hindi mamatay ang patient tungkol sa virus, but mamatay siya because of the effects of the virus, and one effect is dehydration. Okay? So, prostaglandin, once the immune system i-fight na o mag-release na sila of certain chemical. And that chemical, one of it are the chemical messengers known as prostaglandin. Prostaglandin class causes why fever, body pain, and headache. Miss, ilan ka na mo, miss? This is already a negative impact in my body. Actually, it's a positive indicator that your immune system is working. Mas makuyawan ka, marag itlog, pero kung ilantan. So, muraog, nonchalant ang imong immune system. Dapat siya nonchalant, dapat active siya. And once it is activated, it releases prostaglandin. And once you have this kind of different inflammation, buyaan kayo imong body. And there are also tendencies, since we are just human, hindi na ito makaya ang kainit. Kaya tumata, magigluha. Luya, pinit kayo, basta ilantan ka. Also, body pain, samot, kabarog. And also, headache, sakit kayo ng ulo. So, as much as possible, as human being, ganahan na po mo ease down ang mga sakit-sakit sa kalawasan. That's why, na-invent ang mga aspirin o kaning mga NSAIDs. NSAIDs are non-steroidal. I forgot what's the other. Basta, it is a medicine, an over-the-counter medicine. Kapag palito sa pharmacy, for example, Flanax. Yung Flanax, no, I'm not sure. Nakatry na ba mo no? Paningot dahil mo magawas ang iyong body heat through thermoregulation. That's why paninton ka kayo. So, lower down na ang iyong fever. And at the same time, it helps with the body pain and also your headache. But again, these are not medication for the flu. These are not viral medication. Para lang dun siya to control the inflammation or the infection. To control this signs and symptoms. Kaya makaluya kung biya din siya. So as patient, kami po tayo po 7 days yung pag-ilantan straight. With that, nakita tayo way how to ease down all these signs and symptoms. Then last, another thing about prostaglandin, aside from this, during infection or during inflammation, prostaglandin is also a type of hormone that are released once ang babae is mga nakay na or during labor because it is for uterine contraction. So without the presence of prostaglandin, hindi ka ka contraction. Una, i-induce na lang ito ka.
Muscular po.
Why do
basta.
girls need to have or need to feel the contraction? Para manganak na dun siya. Kaya kung wala contraction, ay manganak, wala si babakan dili. Dapat i-induce siya. Kaya kung hindi ka mag-feel of pain, wala po urgency sa imong mind na kailangan na ka manganak. Kaya wasa na ba ang basa? Hindi magawas sa iya ang expected date of birth. Makakaon na siya sa iya ang hulaw. Kaya mag-ibang naman ang bata na. Which is dangerous. So muna, yung date of delivery, kaya na dapat. On that day or before. Or siguro mga 3 days after that effective date. Okay. Another use of prostaglandin as a chemical hormone is it serves as amphipathic in nature. Why? Prostaglandin can introduce blood clotting. For example, nasamad ka. Ano mo blood clot man dahil na, mo close man dahil na yung open wound because of the prostaglandin. And also at the same time, ang prostaglandin po class is mag-revoke na siya of blood clotting. So meaning, anti-blood clotting siya, at the same time, pang-blood clotting pa rin siya. Kung blood clot pa rin siya, mo introduce siya of blood clotting if there is some vessel na na-damage, nasamad or nakat. Kamangan na din ha. At the same time po, prostaglandin is anti-coagulation or anti-blood clotting. For example, ang patient is taas na concentration sa iyang blood. Meaning, nagbagtok na iyang dugo. And mas magbagtok na bang dugo, pag-hyperventilate ka, hindi naman siya kaya sa ka-circulate o tarong. Or worse, it can cause heart attack. So, to prevent that one from happening, musunod na po sa picture si prostaglandin para katong mga nag-coagulate yung dugo, yung buong kagon. To make it into normal state again. So, duwa siya, duplikara siya for blood clotting and for anti-blood clotting. It depends on the situation. Dahil sa kayo, no, nasamad ka, kunya anti-blood clotting ang iyang gamiton ng mechanism. No. Dapat blood clotting because the tendency is to close the wound. And lastly, it facilitates absorption. And what are these? Vitamin absorption. These are only A, D, E, and K. So meaning class, if you intake vitamins A, D, E, and K, these are efficient energy. Why? Once you intake vitamin A, or mukhaon mo of food na rich in vitamin A, mo incorporate na sila together with the fat. As you all know, fat is cannot be easily dissolved or wear off in our body. And it stays there. So meaning, pang long last food ang kanilang mga vitamins na ma-utilize inside the body. A, D, E, and K. This about vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is not a fat-soluble vitamin. Muna, kailangan din mo og what you call this one, maintenance. If you wish to have efficient amount of vitamin B12. Usually, vitamin B12 is used for nervous system. I don't know, kabantay mo, isa na may sige ka feel yung numbness. Ang na siya, your lack of vitamin B12 already. O na, dapat na may maintenance, vitamin na maintenance. Unlike with A, D, and K, pang long last sila. Pang matagalan sila sa iyong body before it completely wears off or okay, so again, here the biological function. Energy storage is structural component in the form, for example, of a phospholipid. It is for insulation and protection. It is for signaling molecules because it can travel 90% fluid in our body. And also it facilitates or it helps or guides the absorption, especially vitamins A, D, E, and K. Okay, questions so far?
If dugo is blood, diba, is sa blood clotting is if a person let's say dugo kay kana may kamusaw kanang related na siya sa very watery
Very watery. Related siya sa
landing or lahi.
Okay, now, last one, I forgot. We have here bile salts. Where do you think bile is located? Or actually not produced?
Pancreas.
Yes, in our gallbladder. Now, how come gallstones are produced? There are two main reasons why bugahin na siya dito sa gallbladder, and that's the time that bile salt is crystallized, becomes gallstone. Una, manakit na dayon, ang feeling dito sa lower extremities. Pero na po tayo maabigig sakit din gallstone na dayon. No. Kailangan niya po mag-check up just to be sure. So, muna siya, ang isa, the main reason is too much concentration of fat. So, gaano po ka kinakaon ng fatty substances or fatty food. Second, wala po kay kaon rich in fatty.
This is too much concentration in
Okay, what time is it?
food. Too much diet, too much, I know intake of fatty food.
Acid pizza?
Pagking daw ko na si bile salt, anak. Kanisa? If kuan na siya. If wala na kay kaon-kaon fatty acid, kaya makaingon man siya, wa na siya gamit. Nagbusay.
Yes.
Crystallized. Yan ay maganda siyang gallstone.
What time? Karon lang?
Amon sa man ba? Amin na. Ano bitaw ko? Paduha na